into it. We back. TCS Unplugged. We've been, what was the last time we shot? I think we shot a couple weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. So we got some topics to talk about. We're going to get into it. The RWE, popular YouTube series channel, had their event here, Eden Prairie. Y'all see that? Y'all hear about that?
Yep.
What was y'all like kind of thoughts going into that? Like when y'all first heard that announcement that they was kind of doing that here? Because it caught me by surprise. I know J.O. hit the group chat, mentioned it. I know it was a bunch of people, like wasn't Prep Hoops involved in it as well?
Yep. Prep Hoops ran it, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, they ran
Prep Hoops event, yeah.
So it was some dope teams they had on there. I saw Young Nolan was on there. Young Chase Thompson was on there. Who else? Jaden Moore.
Yep.
It was a lot of
that Strictly Team Ball, yeah.
Yep, Strictly Team. It was a lot of stuff, man. But
Strictly Ball, whatever.
The event didn't go as planned. Did y'all see the video?
I did see the video.
Yes, sir, man.
I did a reaction to it. I talked about it. I want to hear y'all thoughts on that first, and then we could just talk about it, man.
Man, I still want to know what exactly happened. You know, I don't want to jump to conclusions and talk to or assume the rumor of what people say happened. Couple rumors I heard. The kids spit on them. Don't know how true that is. The other rumor is he called him a B word, you know. Yeah, he called him a B word. I'm gonna use the word B word.
You got to.
And I mean, even just them two, I don't know. I really want to know what happened because it's like, I don't know if I can. I work with kids, so I don't know if I ever let a kid get to me that much. Not saying like what he did was wrong or right, but I don't know if somebody spit on you, that's an assault in law. You go to jail for spitting on people, so
It's definitely assault.
hey, man, I don't know, man. That's and dude who did, he pretty known. I seen him around myself. But as far as like, that situation, I know that went viral not only in Minnesota, but it was on other basketball blog sites as well.
Yeah.
It's making its rounds.
Yeah, it went pretty viral, on a lot of the sports sites and things like that. So, I don't know. I can't really give my opinion on it because I don't want to assume, but I would like to definitely know the truth of really what happened.
What about that, dog?
I'm the same way. I don't really know what happened. Only thing I could say is only thing I would like to have happen differently, no matter what really would have happened with the kid being disrespectful. Overall, the kid was disrespectful. I could see that in the video. So that much I do see. But, these kids these days, it comes with disrespect. I would have had rather, though, because I seen that security guard right there behind him, just get that one kid escorted out, you know what I'm saying, or whoever, how many, instead of getting the whole thing shut down with the riot, you know what I'm saying, because... Yes, you're doing that in front of a bunch of kids, and it was a good weekend for hoops because that gym was overly packed.
Oh my God,
that gym was stupidly packed. So I know you're making a lot of money if you prep hoops. So I think they should probably this is a good training to know what to do for next time. Like you get a disrespectful kid, don't go back and forth with them. It's gonna happen. These kids is reckless with their mouths. Get the security guard, escort that young gentleman out, and guess what? That would have hurt the young gentleman's heart way more than you slamming him down and getting the whole thing canceled.
All those people seeing you get escorted out
while
now
you're getting escorted
out. You got to go. Yeah, I agree with what you said, honestly, right there, because it was funny. Even when he first initially hit the kid or whatever, ran up on him whenever they started got physical, security came right away. Because I'm like, so there was security there. It wasn't like it was. And then I'm like, unless something else happened after that video where it was another fight, I don't see the need to shut it down. It looked like it was controlled once they got him and the kid.
Yeah, ain't no telling what happened, So,
I mean, we do know they were in Eden Prairie. We do know the state troopers is the one that shut it down. Let's be honest. Did they even probably want that even going on during the weekend anyway? So,
to piggyback on what you said, from what I heard, I read some comments on Instagram about it. Like I said, it went viral.
Yeah, it's viral.
So I read a lot of the comments, and even the dude, like I said, I didn't even know what this was, anything about this till JL said in the chat. I didn't know. I went to the dude page. He do a lot of traveling to different cities and states to peg his top players in their states and stuff like that. But I ended up going to his page, and he posted something about it. And I went to the comments, and they were saying like, it didn't get. It was a whole bunch of comments kind of saying the same thing. They would say it didn't get shut down because of that fight. It got shut down because the overcapacity of the.
So it's too many people.
It was way too many people.
I could tell.
It's like a fire hazard. There.
That's the word. That's exactly what they said. A fire hazard. It was overcapacity. And then we
the fight don't make it no worse.
And then, you would eat Perry.
Yeah. And it's almost like, you know what? There's so many people in here anyway. Are y'all fight?
Yeah. Don't even want it out here.
Yeah.
And Eden Prairie's a nice, civilized, quiet, rich people area. That's what they known for.
They're not used to having events like that in their neighborhood. They probably was like, what
they need to start doing events like that at colleges.
Or even the inner city schools were like, what's a good inner city, like at Washington. Like, for example, Washington's big enough where you can have an event like that.
I don't know. That was a lot of kids. That was a lot of kids, bro.
Man, I was speaking more on the
video. Be
video.
at a university.
It could be like at a Hamlin or something.
Hamlin too small.
Hamlin too small.
Hamlin too small for sure. But it like a U of M or what's the other college that's over there?
That big. How about
look how big it was. Look how many people was in there. That thing was shit.
How many people y'all think was in there?
It was shoulder to shoulder.
It was a lot.
They had tape over there.
You know how little? Easily over 1,000, 2,000 people easily.
It was crazy because you couldn't even see none of Eden Prairie's banners in that joint. I'm like, where is they at right now?
Because you got to think about it. Him and the kid was in like the first wave of people that he tackled them into
the actual crowd.
More crowd. So it's so packed in there. Like, come on. That's why I say you should have just walked Buddy out. Get him out the way.
And this guy, because I'll be honest, I wasn't familiar with the RWE dude at all. I'm just now getting familiar with a lot of
Raw Wave Elite, right?
Raw Wave Elite, yeah.
Okay, that's what's name. Okay, see, yep. So
no, the team is Rod Wave Elite. Him, I don't know.
But whatever, like the whole situation, that whole thing, I never knew about it. Like until, like you said, Jo said something. He has to have big numbers to bring that out. Don't get me wrong. I feel like Prep Hoops can put on events here. There's enough support here for them to do something like, well, we've seen it. Yep. Where we have enough kids that will come out to a game here from not out of state, but you bringing people from other states to come in here. Yeah. So I mean, I guess he is
following. He got 1 million followers.
Maybe he
got 1 million followers, so he's big. I guess
they got 1 million followers.
Yeah, he do. It was like he's an influencer.
I mean, they're an overtime team, so yeah.
Oh, that's all you had to say. I didn't even know they were under that whole umbrella. That's all you had to say.
But he's an influencer. The dude, the light skinned dude with the braids, he's an influencer. So I don't know how. The team and the influencer came together like he used to hoop or something like that. I don't know.
Is he the dude that called Minneapolis Somaliapolis? Is that him that said that shit?
No.
That was crazy. Who said that?
I heard about that.
I saw the clip. I'm pretty positive it was him.
I heard about that.
It was the main dude that did it. It was him. It was the dude. The dude like the guy like, yup, it was him. He said it. I saw it. Because I guess he went to like LA. I guess he went to like LA Fitness afterwards and started hooping.
Oh damn!
So I don't know.
He had to get a brief. He had to get some of his chest. Like, man, they just threw my day off, man.
No, that's crazy, man. But I mean, going back what you said, closing that. I think whatever the kid said, bro. If you working there, like you the adult in the situation. Mm-hmm. It's like you said, like that's why sometimes you got to be mindful of who you hire or who you got doing. That's why I call it homeboy security. Yeah. You can't do homeboy security where it's like he ain't gonna react like how a normal security would. Yeah. He gonna react like walked out of there. Yeah, like okay, let's get out of here. Let's just go. He's gonna wanna. But I will say I did hear about the spit rumor. I didn't see no spit and no angle of the videos I saw. So. I don't know. Like you said, maybe we could talk to homie one day and ask him about it.
Quick question: what is this?
What? I don't know. He did that to him like before, he popped off. That's
crazy because
I saw little Allen comment on the thing. He said what it was. He's like, yeah, he hit him for doing that, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
But it's crazy because I was watching the I was watching the highlights of it, and one of the kids hit the 3 and did this as well as a celebration to one of the kids during the game. So this a new generation thing, like
it
like a disrespect or something. I feel old, bro. We asking this, bro.
We are.
I am old.
We ain't got to talk about the good bump situation again, man. We are old.
That and belt to ass, all this shit's different.
BTA.
It's all different, bro.
It's all different.
It's all different.
BTA, they use BTA. I'm like,
speaking of just AAU and all that, man. Did y'all saw that video? It was a video, and really, it's been a lot of videos, but just specifically this video, and we can just talk about all of it in general. Mm-hmm. Has AAU basketball become like like detrimental for the youth sports? Like, how do y'all feel? Because we saw the video. Saw the video. Kid was they was playing. It looked like it was heated. Foul got called. Kid, I'm gonna play the video so y'all can see what we're talking about. Kid pushes him. You see him, walks up on him again. Mm-hmm. Now the other kid finally replies, like he slaps him, and then all hell breaks loose. Basically, from what things I'm hearing, the team that basically replied back, are labeled the bad guys and told, hey, other teams don't want to play with you, don't want to scrimmage with you, this and that. How do y'all feel about that? Just that, first off, that video and just that whole situation.
Look at the dynamic of the video. One, black, white. Mm-hmm. That plays a big part of a lot of stuff, man. We know that to this day. If this was two black kids fighting, it's different. It would have been broken up, or both teams would have been done. Yeah. But because this is a white kid that initiated the contact first,
and we didn't see the whole game. We just saw the clip. Yeah, so we're just basing it off the clip. So
yes, exactly. FYI, but from what I seen, the initiation started with the other kid before the slap. Like, you can't invade in people's spaces because you mad.
Yeah. Yep.
And not in fights. So I mean, we see this all the time, and it's sad, but this is something that we used to. This is something that we already know what's the outcome and what's the results. We know that. I mean, wrong is wrong, and I mean we can talk about this all day, but we know the results, and we know how this started, how this ends, man.
Oh, homie was rolling up on him. How you feel about that?
Man, I just want to say, like Wayne said, that we just speaking on the clip that we seen. If you do got more footage out there, what I mean,
like to see it,
send us the footage.
Send us the footage if you got more.
We fair people. We fair people around here. So if you got your part of your side, whatever, But in all honesty, as far as the main objective, I mean that I don't want to talk too much about the actual situation just because I know it's a little bit more personal with me knowing some of them kids or whatever. But it's just like, I mean, what kid ain't gonna defend himself? And refereeing, I'm going to speak more to the refereeing aspect of it. Refs control the game a lot sooner than that. I mean, at the end of the day, everything ain't in your control. I tell people all the time, like, look, I call a foul. I can't dictate how hard a kid fouls that other kid. Look, I ain't making him foul him that hard, but I did call it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you setting them ground rules early. Don't be allowing the pushing and the shoving early. Try to kind of avoid some of these things. Because I would love to see just basketball get back to being basketball as far as that whole AAU thing. Like kind of what Monte Ellis said, like some of the celebrations and excessive stuff that come along with basketball these days. It's just like, like let's just hoop, man. Like people be too happy with being mediocre these days, I think.
Ooh, that's a great statement.
As far as AAU goes. So that's really all I'll say is just continue to grind, continue to work. But, just kind of get back to, like, getting some real basketball out there. That's what I like to see for AAU.
It's almost like sportsmanship don't exist no more.
Yeah, that definitely.
And you want to know.
We had sportsmanship. Like, we would have fierce battles, talk crazy shit to people while we playing, and after the game will be respect.
Yeah. And we all brothers at the end of the day.
Especially if you did it back and we,
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say I love the competitiveness of it, but some of this shit is just getting out of hand.
I be seeing this shit, I'll be like, who told you? You got that from 2K. There's no way you did that outside on a court and somebody allowed that.
2K for sure.
Yeah, it's almost like in our era, we had times where things were changing, but some things got passed, some things didn't. We all know when And1 was coming out, it was always that one guy trying to be funny and do the off the heezies on people. I guarantee you that ended in a real fight.
I've seen several people get pants.
Hands and feet on them for that. I meant, man, listen.
You got to know who to do that to.
I ain't gonna lie. You throw it and they try to hit their head, but it hit your face. It's up.
You got to know who you doing that to.
I feel like they didn't experience those lessons. Like, even if you saw it happen, you done it, or you beat up somebody for doing it. Y'all didn't see it. Like, I've been on two of them. Listen, that's not nothing to do. So, I don't know. Like you said, the celebrations of it is just kind of crazy. The whole antics is wild because I've seen kids celebrate a certain way in AAU. I've never seen them celebrate in high school. Or I've seen them celebrate in high school and they got a tech right away. So it's like, you can't do it, but that should damn near go into the NBA.
What I like to see is more of these top teams come together, because I think right now Minnesota, we used to have to go out of town. to do a lot of things. And I know that video ain't got nothing to do with out of town, but I'm just talking overall AAU. Because, you know, I mean, look, other states it's been AAU's been doing what it's doing, but Minnesota, we kind of just now been catching up to the wave with the, you know, about the last 7-8 years with the top talent that we've had, starting with Tyus and them. Like, I would just like to see, but we don't play each other enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always got to going out of town. Yeah, but it's like if we just bring it back to being home. Like, we used to see top talent in them team train, the Minnesota Magic tournaments, them.
The Bloomington, the Bloomington Jefferson tournaments.
Like, but that was teams just playing here, and then you running. You know, you really iron sharpening iron. Like, I would like to see a D1 Minnesota versus a Howard Pulley. You know what I'm saying? Play against each other a little bit more. You know, I know they on opposite sides, but it's just like bring the competition back, and then maybe we can stop with some of these $40, $50 entry fees on the weekends, man.
Ridiculous.
I don't know.
Yeah, my cousin part of that, but I ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna leave him out of this conversation. He might laugh and think this a joke, but hey,
Man,
fix
he want
that.
$50 out the door.
That's crazy.
Fix that, Pete.
Did that come with a shot?
Right. Like, what come with that? I just get to watch this. That's it. Come with some popcorn, a drink.
Give
I
me
get
a
vouchers.
drink ticket, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what. Then, like, he talked about it on, like, last year when we was talking about it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you got a single mom. How she gonna go to all the kids?
With 4-5 kids,
Yeah,
that's like $200,
bruh.
$250.
And he said they still charge the kids. They charge the kids like $10 to get in. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, it's sick out here.
Yeah. I kind of want to touch base on the AAU real quick. I feel like, too, I don't know if y'all seen that video. It was like a month ago where that shooting that happened at the AAU tournament.
I saw it vaguely. I didn't see the video, but I heard about it.
I want to say it was in Indiana or Iowa, one of them I states. I don't remember which one it was. That might have been Iowa.
Surprised me.
It might have been Iowa, but
That's even that's
it
surprising.
was where one of the parents pulled out the gun and started shooting. Like, it's crazy because just like back when back when we was playing AAU, it was in kind of tag along with the being in state too. Like, back when we was playing AAU, like LD said, we would start off playing our in-state teams, the top teams, and we want to play in the best tournament. Bloomington, Jefferson, wherever it is, that Pulley, St. Cloud. All the best teams are trying to get in the best tournaments, and then we'll eventually branch off to Vegas, Indiana shootout, the Ohio, the Chicago, the Wisconsin,
Kansas, all
the
them.
Kansas,
Yeah, like 2 to 3
the
times
Atlanta,
out of
the
town.
Atlanta Celtics tournaments and stuff like that. But like I said, like now it's a circus.
It's a super circus.
Everybody want their kid to go out of town. My bad, D3. I want
No,
to
you
cut
good.
off.
No,
Everybody
go
be
ahead.
wanting their kid to be on these shoe circuits and go out of town. It's like, look, you're going to get your kid exposed to something, and it's going to be totally worse for him. Like, they're going to see he really don't got no business out here with these players and these
That's
kids.
what I'm be on the highlight on Instagram.
Yeah, it's like,
Man, did you see those kids that King James been playing against us in these little weekends?
Yeah.
I'm literally looking at these kids like, who are these kids? Like, they shouldn't be.
Like toddlers.
I'm sitting here like, are they the same age? I'm like, yeah,
like
they're the same
toddlers.
age. That's 16U. Why is they playing with him? There's nobody on this team.
But
it ain't that much joy in the world of the game of basketball.
So who
boy.
do we?
Dunking on them, like junior battle on them, bro.
Yeah. So who do we blame? Are we blaming the coaches or the directors?
We got to blame the parents.
No. Because who picked the tournaments?
I mean, look.
I mean,
I can't blame an organization
they
for
gotta
going
take
with the way.
Yeah, they gotta take if somebody if you are the age and everything fits it. We can't, I don't know who basically makes the matchups in the first rounds of them.
Yeah.
But in the same time, if you know this is like a competitor, there's levels to tournaments. We all know this.
Yeah.
There's certain levels of tournaments. Now, if you know your team ain't got that type of
It's
caliber,
the A, the B, and the C usually.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
Puma getting over. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Puma circus
they
is
getting
wild.
over something different. They just giving people Puma jerseys. I don't even know if they getting shoes. I need to start wolfing. Are they getting shoes?
I haven't seen nobody with no Pumas.
Puma
I've
shoes.
seen jerseys, but I could be
seen
wrong.
jerseys.
I could be wrong.
And like
I thought
these
they was
fake
getting
Puma
both, maybe.
events. I seen somebody post online like these is fake Puma events, and they charging $40-$50 to get in the club. It's like, man,
It's like they're making up their. It's like they're posing as they actually Puma, but it's like a dude that's
it's really not Puma.
You
It's
just
like
saying
somebody a little
Puma.
associated with Puma, but it really don't got like
it ain't got no direct
ain't
tie
got
to
no Puma
Puma
shoes or nothing like that going on. So I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
That's sick.
That's a hustle right there.
Yeah.
That's a you got to call that what that
That's
is.
a lawsuit.
That's a. Well, I mean,
Or if it's
they're
legit.
allowing them to
they're
do
like,
it.
yeah, I was gonna say they're allowing them to use their name, but it's like that's all we're doing. You just using our name.
You getting jerseys,
but it's like no cheap jerseys at that. Like let's just.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
crazy.
It's a whole cash grab. It's a whole cash grab. Like AAU to me is like kind of Hollywood movies. Like you know how like the Hollywood movie where it's like, all right, we ain't got nothing. We got no good ideas. What they do? Let's make a reboot. Let's take something we already did before and just make it like, hey, we're gonna. That's what I think it is. Because what are parents and kids excited about when they go to these high tournaments? They think they about to get seen. They think they about to get exposed. Like in the good way though. It's like you ain't thinking about the.
It's just crazy just thinking about how AAU is now, especially because who do you play AAU for?
Fury.
Mm-hmm. So I know me and AD. I say, why I keep saying AD? Me and LD. My fault. Me and LD. We bumped into each other a few times during our AAU seasons and stuff like that. You know, and every tournament that we was in was like the best tournaments where we wanted to play the best teams. I got to go against Poly. I got to go against Magic. I got to go against Fury. I gotta go against
Minnesota Comets.
Pump
and
run.
43.
Like
I was 43. Yeah.
You know, so we gotta play against these top caliber teams. Who, like I said, I don't like, and I seen Al make this status too, and I 100% 10% agree with Al. Like a lot of people will be shying away from their resume.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like you can go around and say, yeah, I'm 20-0, but who are you 20-0 against?
Right.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't. That's why I said people really be happy with mediocrity, man. Like I see it, and like even like people be really happy about their teams. Like they'll really be happy about their team beating up on the team that don't have no business being out there. Like
They knew they was gonna crush them.
we used to be mad. Like I used to really be like, sub me out against some of these niggas. Like these niggas ain't worth the time. I'm gonna bust their ass in the first half, second half. Let the warm ups, that's the pride we used to have. Like we gonna make sure our bench get in against you niggas because this shit a waste of time. We want to, like D3 said, we trying to play some comp. Like we can't wait to get to this championship.
Man, what?
Game. See a Coon Rapids or a Richfield or something. You know what I'm saying? Like real heat. More St. Paul team. See a MLK or something. You know what I'm saying? This is like I don't know. Today. Competition is kind of missing. It's like something I don't think it's missing from the kids, but like you said with the resume, I think some coaches are scared to go against certain coaches. It's like, nigga, if you're the best, put it up. Like, put your two teams against each other.
I'm surprised by because when you say that, I've heard that from coaches. We know a lot of coaches from high school. It's no, they won't put us on their schedule. I'm like, what do you mean they won't put? They won't want to play basketball? Like, I thought y'all playing basketball. That's just weird to me. I don't get that.
You lose to them, don't you want to get your lick back,
bro? It's competition, bro. Y'all act like y'all actually catching the fade. Like I get it. You lose enough time.
That'd be
like Pop said, you live to fight another day. Like I said, when we used to go to when we used to look at the tournaments, we used to look at the names like, man, I can't wait to see them. Oh, we go, and especially if I know you on that team. Oh yeah, we gonna see you up there.
Yeah,
we gonna see you.
That was the lovely thing, because you already knew who was on the team.
Yeah,
as soon as you saw the name, you like, hey y'all. You see what we got? Y'all niggas better be ready, man.
I even comment on Al's status because Al was the coach for 43, my age, and then Coach G was the other coach was my coach for 43, and we even played each other in the same tournament. They beat us by like 7-8, but it was just a simple fact
that
like
we
he had dogs over there, we had dogs over here. We both was top teams in the state. Like and we met up to play each other. And we still played each other. Like, winning. You feel me? And 243 hoops teams playing each other. Like, they just show you, like, the level of how competitive was back then.
But that also shows you, like think about, we thinking about the same teams, though. The 43s, the Howard Pulleys, like, right now it's diluted, man.
Yeah, it's only a good.
Everybody want to start.
Programs is like
he just
4 or 5 programs.
Because I didn't even, like, I had to, like you said, we was growing up, you already named those teams. I didn't know about D1 until, like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed their name though. Yeah. They was
somebody else, but they was like suburban. They was like not suburban, but they was out there with the country kids, farm kids like that.
But now it seems like they're like more like kind of what Howard Pulley used to be.
Yeah, but they just Adidas.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's,
Howard Pulley Nikes.
Yep.
They still Nike?
Because KJ plays for them, I believe. Well, one of the teams. Yep.
So, he played for Pulley.
I think Eli played. Well, Eli plays for Fury now, I think. But
I thought Pump and Run changed to.
He played for. I saw him on Pulley and D1.
He's cold.
That's why I'm like, yeah, he was like, because I saw Solomon from Harden. He was on that same team with him.
Okay.
I was like, what the fuck? I
like to see that.
Yeah, that was nice. But nah, man, switching notes, man.